We've all seen it. That joyous explosion of wiggles and licks when you walk through the door. A reunion that feels like it's been eons in the making. But as you unlock the door, a thought might have crossed your mind. How long has it really felt for them? For us, an hour is an hour. A day, a day. We glance at our watches, check our calendars, and plan our lives in neat, measurable segments. But what about our beloved companions? Do they experience the relentless march of time the same way we do? Or is their world a more fluid, more immediate experience, where moments stretch and shrink in ways we can barely comprehend? Prepare to look at your dog in a whole new light, because what we're about to uncover about your dog's sense of time isn't just fascinating science. It's a journey into the very heart of their devotion, and it might just change the way you say goodbye forever. Stay with us. The answers are more astonishing than you think. Imagine this. You leave for just 20 minutes to grab a coffee. When you return, Max greets you with the same unbridled enthusiasm as if you'd been gone for 8 hours. Is it just blind devotion, or is something more profound at play within their furry minds? Are they simply happy to see you, or have they truly felt the weight of your absence differently? We know dogs live in the present. They don't fret about yesterday's spilled treat or agonize over tomorrow's vet appointment. But does that mean they don't miss us? Absolutely not. Their yearning for our presence is undeniable. The question isn't if they miss us, but how they perceive that period of separation. Is a fleeting moment of absence truly perceived the same as a long, lonely workday? For decades, scientists believed dogs had no true concept of time. They lived in an eternal now. But recent breakthroughs in canine cognition, driven by incredible research, are painting a much more nuanced picture. It turns out their world isn't as timeless as we once thought. One of the most fundamental ways dogs perceive the passage of time is through their circadian rhythm. Just like us, their bodies operate on an internal 24-hour clock. This rhythm dictates their sleep-wake cycles, their hunger pangs, and even when they're most alert. They know instinctively that morning brings breakfast and a walk, and evening signals dinner and cuddle time on the couch. This is a foundational, biological awareness of routine, marking the broad strokes of their day. You see it every day, don't you? That insistent nudge for breakfast precisely when you're still half asleep, or the way they start hovering by the leash around their usual walk time. These aren't just learned associations. They're deeply embedded biological cues telling them what time it should be. But beyond these basic rhythms, does an hour feel different from 5 hours? This is where the fascinating work of researchers like Dr. Ilara Vance comes in. Scientists are exploring how dogs might perceive durations of absence, and the findings are both groundbreaking and, for many dog owners, incredibly validating.
For a long time, the thinking was, out of sight, out of mind. But we're discovering that's simply not true. Dogs have an amazing capacity to remember, to anticipate, and critically, to differentiate between different lengths of time. It's not the same as our human concept, but it's far from a blank slate.
One of the key ways dogs seem to gauge time is through olfactory cues, their incredible sense of smell. Think about it. When you leave the house, your unique scent signature is strongest. As the hours pass, that scent dissipates. It fades, thins, and mixes with the ambient smells of the house. For a dog, this diminishing scent might act as a kind of scent clock. A stronger scent means you haven't been gone long. A weaker, more diffused scent could signal a much longer absence. It's a subtle chemical signature of time's relentless march. So when you return and your dog explodes with joy, part of that reaction isn't just seeing you. It's the sudden, overwhelming return of that strong, comforting scent. It's the clock resetting, the anxiety of your absence replaced by the tangible proof of your return. But there's another crucial element at play, one that goes beyond scent and rhythm. It's about the very fabric of their emotional lives and how deeply connected it is to you. It's about memory, anticipation, and the profound bond that shapes their entire world. And understanding that is key to truly grasping how differently they might experience those hours you're apart. This brings us to a groundbreaking study conducted by researchers in Sweden. They monitored dogs left alone for 2 different durations, 30 minutes and 2 hours. The results were startling. While the dog's behavior while the owner was gone remained relatively similar, mostly resting, their reaction upon the owner's return was vastly different. After 2 hours, the dogs greeted their owners with significantly higher heart rates, more intense tail wagging, and more frequent lip licking than after only 30 minutes. This proves that even if they aren't counting the minutes, the intensity of their longing scales with time. Their internal emotional barometer is rising. To Max, 2 hours isn't just more time, it's a more profound level of emotional deficit. This suggests that dogs possess what scientists call episodic-like memory. They can't tell you what happened last Tuesday, but they can replay the feeling of your departure. As the hours tick by, that memory of you leaving remains, but the anticipation of your return grows heavier. We feel the guilt of the modern dog owner. We see them on our cameras, sleeping, and we think, oh, they're fine, they're just napping. But for a dog, a nap isn't just rest. It's a way to make the scent clock move faster. It's a waiting game. If time for them is measured in scent and routine, we can help them manage it. Leaving a fresh piece of clothing you've just worn can literally reset their scent clock, making them feel like you've only just stepped out. Establishing a rock-solid departure routine tells their biological clock the hunt is starting and the pack will reunite soon. So do they miss you differently over hours? Yes, not because they're checking a clock, but because the biological and emotional void you leave behind grows wider the longer you're gone. To us, it's a 5-minute reunion at the end of a long shift. To them, it's the restoration of their entire universe. The next time you walk through that door and see that chaotic, joyous welcome, remember, you aren't just coming home. You're answering a longing that has been growing with every fading scent and every tick of their internal clock. They might not know what 5 o'clock is, but they sure know when their world is finally whole again.